Hello there, everyone. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, we've got a flick climb to do. Let's knock a few people back, and then, yeah, time for GAC. So we're on Crimson right now. We're a bit behind here, that's why I thought I'd start here. And then, yeah, we can get on with Temmin as we usually do. Let's do that there. Alright, we're going basic there. Really irritates me how much they can target that Fury class. It's like the personal mission of that of their fleet is to get Fury class out. Yeah, go on, we'll do that. Do nasty up still, so I'm going to stick with the basic, but we're going to heal there. Let's basic. I want to try and get Fury class back to good health. Again, consider this practice for TW or something, but okay, I'd rather not be targeting Hounds 2 for the stun. I know it happens every time, but it's like always irritating. Right, let's punch out Razor Crest. Actually, I prefer that. Prefer it goes for heal Xanadu. Okay, let's heal up Fury. You know, I saw a little text pop up there on the Hound's Tooth, and I was like, what? I thought it was talking about boats. Alright, let's basic. What's risky anime? Interceptor low there. It's good morning. Well, it's good afternoon my time, I'm going to say, but thank you all the same. How you doing? Yeah, it's 25 past 2 in the afternoon. Let's pop that down. Yeah, it'll do. I do like a bit of fear. And bye-bye. Oh, a bit early. I've said it since Leviathan came out. I feel like the thing this fleet misses is gaining the tag. Like there, it would have been nice if you could have assisted where the bounty hunters or the Empire would have assisted. It's just that one thing I feel was missing, the idea of you gain the benefits that that fleet had. Whereas it just feels like you're taking over the ship and it's like, now what? Now, it's obviously still a good ship. I'm not knocking Leviathan or anything, but it feels like the one thing they have missed on it, you know? Ooh. I'll tell you, we've had them rounds very recently, in fact. And I'll tell you, it's such a good bit of elation when you get through it and get the win, so fingers crossed for you. It's definitely a relief when you get over the line, though. I've just seen that I've got a raid open, so I might as well hit it while I've got a few seconds. Just try and remember what my teams are. So these two I have to remod for. Yeah, but the rest I'm fine, so we'll do this. I had to count my pirates then. Do I have enough? I wanted a bad batch up on here at some point, but they're just not a priority right now. We'll stealth here. I don't know why Thana's so quick. Yeah, she's got barely any gear. Let's captive you. And does that dispel buffs? Yep, let's do that. I was going to say, they got in for a Thana then. Nearly. Yep, they want a Thana. I mean, I did get a kill. Go on. I know I'm gonna get countered. Apparently not. Cool, I guess. All right, shake hands. Yeah, we're going. Surely we lose someone at this point. Like, we've got two pretty much hanging on. There we go. There's a Thana gone. Oh, I forgot he comes back. All right, cool. Surely we lose you now. Okay, cool. I mean, if you want to hit Nest, I'm not going to complain. Hey, cool. All right, still got 4. Go on, let's... I actually didn't mean that. I thought we were going for the DCT. Ooh, sweet. If I target you, can you get the DCT out? No. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised at that. I thought we were going to lose more than what we did. You know, I've just cottoned on what happened. I used Hondo and he went with the captive, didn't he? Like, if I load this next one up, I bet he's there, isn't he? Yeah. I didn't mean to do that, but that's handy to know. All right, that will be the next one, but let me just see if I've got a battle lined up. 1 minute 45. I don't think we get it done in that time, but I'll see if we can do a quick run. If anything, I know the next one takes a second or two. I doubt that does anything, but let's do it. Well, I am British, so I would assume so. Be awkward if I suddenly was American. Right. I know that basic is a bit odd. Like, I could have sworn it sometimes procs even if you haven't got the defense down already there, like it, because it's there, it procs. Maybe I'm just misremembering how it goes. There we go. All right, check out the rifle, but we can afford to hold it. Oh, wow. Right, rifle time. Trying to get your gun out. Bloody hell. Again, I know it's tier 0, but it's like... You kind of look at it and go, can the rest of the raid be this simple? Okay, they're the easy ones. I'm gonna do a fleet battle and we'll get the others done. Waiting for me coffee cool down. Okay, pop that. All right, Scimitar's out, full auto. Just get this ready. I am glad they did this with Scimitar. I mean, even though it kind of irks me that fleet is now so open, you know, and that anyone can beat anyone as long as they've got a Scimitar, I do appreciate the fact that it makes the fleet climb easy. You know, it's that weird balance where I kind of wish there was a middle ground where it was still easy, but it could go wrong just to make sure that, like, 6-star Leviathans can't easily beat 7-stars and all that kind of stuff. It'd be nice just to keep the exclusivity of Leviathan a little bit, but that's purely because it is, after 2 years, still the meta fleet. It's like, by now we should have had something to change the meta. And I know arguably Punishing One did a bit, but I think all that really did was push Executor up from 3rd best to 2nd best. It didn't top Leviathan. Maybe anyway. I'm just mulling it over because you could argue it's number 1 for the simple fact that everyone places Executor on defense in GAC, but I don't know. All right. Right, let's just clock out of here a minute. That's a bit of an interesting team, isn't it? Bam lead, Bo-Katan, Mandalore, Kelleran Beq, IG-12, and Vizsla. Profundity rocking Ghost and I'm guessing Biggs. Like I said, they put Grogu up as if to say, yep, Grogu's in this game. Oh, I didn't know they'd actually got a video on here for it. Oh, has it still got the old style? Yeah, it has. It was funny when you see these because it's like, what have they taken that's actually a real asset and what have they done to sort of just crimp it up a little bit? You know what I mean? Like there, I could see bits of the BAM event. I could see the old Great Raid and I'm guessing it was Leia's Journey event. But yeah, it's just funny seeing things like that and you're like, you can just see some video editor going in and sort of picking the bits they like and saying, can we just make this a bit more cinematic, please? Hello, Ada. Nice one. I mean, I think that's kind of the way you would like it, you know what I mean? You can just sort of breeze through it. Right, I've messed up there. I don't know. As long as Padme's got Anakin and Kenobi, it should be the same as it's always been. Just need tenacity modding on Malak. Maybe a Datacron played a part? Like I say, maybe it was Datacron. Could it have been something like reduce 10 health damage? It will probably be on the level 3. Oh, they were all gear 12. It could have, it was a focus Datacron. But I'm saying this as I'm thinking, I don't think there is a focus Datacron out there that does that. Just basic. I really need Hunter to have his shock prod. Like that. I feel weird holding on to the abilities, but I'm like, let's just hold fire and not rush it. I mean, go on, we might as well use the rifle. Let's put that on Hunter. Yeah, I don't see a reason why it should be happening then. I mean, again, there's no Omicrons or anything that have come out for Padme's OG team. I mean, usually you just shot Kenobi and then go for Anakin. So, yeah, I can't explain it. They've been a little underwhelming, I'll agree, Hacken. I've got them Relic 5 on my main account. And yeah. Can't say I'm in a rush to do more with them. Hey, you should be able to. Oh, I've just realised I... Okay, never mind, we're alright there. Okay. It's a slow battle, but at least it can win, you know what I mean? Right. You didn't apply a Datacron, did you? I'm just wondering in case you applied something with Crit Avoid. Yeah. I don't really know. I mean, like I say, if it's worked for you in the past, then it's not Malak. Yeah, I can respect it. I mean, the only thing that would stop Malak from applying fear is if they aren't critting. So the only thing I can think is that for some reason they haven't got enough, like the mods are that bad they can't crit. But that seems very odd. Like I'd have thought someone like Anakin would just have enough crit chance baked in, but saying that gear 12, maybe they don't. GK. If I'm right, GK gives foresight on basic. Maybe it's a fast GK. Mace is September 30th. Ooh. Okay. That's very interesting. Thank you very much, T-Max. I was just looking at if they... Is that Meathead sort of whispering in someone's ear? I've done that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll admit, I haven't read GK's kit for a while, but I could have sworn that at the very least it was something to do with the basic. I didn't know it was the exact date. I knew it was due. Oh, hang on. Wrong ability. Restart. Like, I haven't seen any form of announcement on it. The last announcement I've got on my... like from the not SWAG events, from the forums is Hondo's kit reveal. And something about Smuggler's Run 2. Right, they must have got it from data mines or something, because I just haven't seen it. Good to know, though. If anything, it makes me feel a little less guilty about some gear I spent. I put, what was it? I put Gear 12 on kicks. I thought, we got these Pirate GC, so I could do with him being a bit more survivable. Yep. You've witched it, have you, Ada? Yeah, I hadn't heard about it, so like I say, I'd not heard that it was the end of the month. Hadn't seen it on any form of forum I'm on. I'd even been on the Swaggo event site and I hadn't seen it. Yeah, that's worth it, honestly. Worth refreshing if you can. Oh, so Mace was on the team. I didn't know Mace was there. Okay, that plays a part for sure. Yeah, you can't afford to base it with Tarkin. I feel like I've got my turn order wrong. Just in case anyone's wondering, this is what I've got on my mods. It might be that they need a retweak. The X2 is 347. Tarkin's a bit slow at 278. Maybe he needs tweaking as well. Okay. Well, that's the thing. I haven't got the relics for anything higher. I mean, my potency is 101. My special damage 12k. Yeah, I'm backing out of this one. That's kind of the problem. She is defunct, so it's a bit hard to say what is typical. I mean, back in the day, it was Padme, Ahsoka, Anakin, GK +1. I see if we can readjust it a bit. Pretty much. I mean, Mace is probably good with Shatterpoint because it allows you to target certain enemies. Well, it might have got worse. Yeah, that is just terrible. Like, I've genuinely got no idea what is going on with this. Maybe it's because it's focusing on two-man stats rather than like a full-on... Alright, update order. Alright, it's got special damage, but it's only got 97% potency. I just mustn't have any more potency in my mods. The X2 is slower. Apo's slower. Guts just seems to be about whatever. DCT's, I think, slower. Yeah, because it's what we got right now. That feels weird.
We have a supporter here. We have a supporter. Thank you for supporting JD's Productions. Thank you.
Hey, okay, thank you for the resub, man. Sorry, first time I've heard that on stream. Yeah, that is new. I put that in on Friday. Yeah, it took me aback because I've forgotten all about it. Yeah, you've come to remodding time, so that's fun for you. I'm doing alright. How about yourself, man? You know what? I'm going to just save this as a new loadout for a minute. Let's give it to Whirl, see if it can do something. There we go. Yeah, fun. I thought I'd do a little raid run, and yeah. You gonna say you're having a good? How long have you got off? Like a couple of weeks, couple of days. It's all right. We've got to kind of cold weather here right now. I won't call it cold, but Ooh, today. So that is limited. I'm going to say that is pretty rough, but hey, I'm glad you're here, man. Let's go in. I think that's loaded up. Yeah, let's say I've had an interesting well, I've been playing this for the last 2 streams. I haven't won a round, so we won't change that today. But yeah, I was doing Lego Star Wars last week, and I'm thinking to myself, I want to try and slip in a few more of those down the line. It'd be nice just being able to do a bit more variety, as it were. I definitely want 100% complete that. Feels like a game that I should have done by now.
We have a supporter here. We have a supporter. Thank you for supporting JG's Productions.
Hey! You know something? I can't actually see what that is, so bear with me a second. Gifted subs from Kit. I've got no idea what how many of that were, but thank you very much, Kit. I think I need to update this thing. Hang on, here it is. There we go. There we go. It told me. It told me. It was just very, very slow to tell me. There we go. I think it struggled to keep up with you, man. Thank you very much, though, Kit. Thank you very much. And we have got a hype train. I'm sure I saw that on the screen as well. Let me just move this back over here. There we go. Right. Let's see if we can actually just knock this git out. So I'm going to try it the way I was trying it. Because the weird thing is, I don't think it is as bad as I experienced it, if you know what I mean. See, this guy brings them back, though. Let's cash that in, try and get the extra stacks on us. Okay, hold on. Get rid of that. Alright, this is where it gets difficult because we can't target those 2, obviously. Let's see if we can get an AoE off. We're in the yellow. We can't end a wave. Let's throw that. Okay. Not ideal, but we could probably coat from here. Alright. Shake hands, let's go. Nothing makes sense as much as clones saving Jedi from other clones. Let's do that. Throw a grenade. Might as well hit that one. Okay. You know, I'm here again. Let me just see something a sec. Alright, that makes more sense. I was just looking to see if the new little widget, well, I say the new old widget is up and running, right? And your name's replaced mine on that thing there. It's meant to be like a boss that fight thing, so that whenever people do things like follow, sub, whatever, it sort of chips away at the previous boss's health. And I'll be honest, I set it up a little bit, remembering what you and Pen were like, Kit. I thought, even if it's more dragged out than those ones were, just the idea of like having a little bit of friendly tete-a-tete over it all. Plus, it's like bragging rights on screen. Yeah, these are Darkside Troopers. So we've got CX2 here from Bad Batch. We've got the Nightfall Trooper, which is a summon of Apo. And we've got the Disguise Clone Trooper here. And the one that died very early on was Scorch from Republic Commando. Oh, okay, I get you. So it would have been okay to go early because we got summons. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I always thought we had to make sure the Jedi was saved, so if there's like a condition of you've got to kill a certain amount of clone troopers, that's pretty handy to know. Sorry, save a certain number of Jedi. I'm all over the place with my words today, if you can't tell. All right, let's back out again. And last one. Would you believe I've been doing phone calls today? I'm amazed people have understood what I've been saying. Yeah, I felt that a little bit, especially in that first wave. It feels like you can go from full stacks to 0 very quickly. I'm going to say, thank you again for all that, Kit. Just with the app train thing popping up. Sorry, I'm just trying to think what I'm doing. So, we're going to get this one done. Kelleran Beq is usually fairly straightforward. And then, yeah, we can start... Well, we can finish the fleet climbs. That's the main thing. I mean, I haven't told you this, Kit, because I haven't actually spoke to you for a little bit. I'll take my blame there, by the way. But I've changed guilds in the last week or so. Only on my main account, but I've gone up quite a bit. And the most startling thing I've seen so far was getting the raid bump. So I went from, with Order 66, this is, I went from getting with Revolution of Force. We're getting 63.5, which is 2.5k Mark 2s, to 375 box with 6,700. It was quite a bump. So it's funny, I don't really know what to do with the currency because I've always sort of moderated my spending of it, which is pretty helpful when I've got the free to play as well, just to sort of keep that mindset. But yeah, it was a surprising increase. Oh, hang on, I've just realised I want to do this, but I don't want to do it yet. Yeah, you do have to spend it a fair bit, but I kind of spend enough, you know what I mean? I've never got enough that I overrun, but I don't flash it on everything. Okay, let's get Fox out. I do like to just go for Apo. I wish you could get rid of that retribution permanently. He's just an annoying little swine. Well, they all are, but I feel like Apo takes the brunt of my irritation. I had to check then. I thought, I'm not on difficulty 0 armor. Just felt a little too easy how those hits were going in. Let's do that just to give us a bit of breathing room. First time since Friday that I've been able to say this as well, but anyone who's seen it, what are you thinking about Hondo's kit? Oh! Reset. Oh, I was distracting myself then. But yeah, Hondo's kit looks interesting to me. Does give off that vibe of being a pirate in terms of stealing buffs, spreading them around to your allies, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I said it in one of the chats I'm in, essentially, that I do think the pirate kits have actually been quite good. It's just that I think people were saying we don't want pirates. And I'm like, I think they've been the worst thing they've released. That's fine. Okay, we're safe this time. We'll do that because I don't like hitting them when they've got buffs, in all honesty. Well, buffs with retribution specifically. All right, double tap, that'll get us the 4. I mean, I know it's taken me a bit of time today, right? But in general, this does feel like it's easier than Naboo. That's something I will give them. They did take that bit of feedback on board. Not to mention, when you think how this raid launched, I don't think it was in a great place. I mean, we pretty much got Kelleran Beq and the new Bad Batch as viable teams. So I think they've come some way in terms of, as the teams have sort of trickled in a bit more, you've been able to farm and free to play. It feels like it has got a little bit better. But yeah, still feels like it's got a way to go. By the way, if you hear a noise, it's probably this. I said it last time. My phone's broke, my main phone. So, yeah, it's like mini-me. It's that cheaper phone. I don't think it has actually got a silence function. Or if it does, I can't actually see the button for it. So, yeah. Probably just some random company texting me. Nearly that. I feel like I need Jewel of the Fates to come back around. I'm low on credits. At least on Crimson. I get pretty patrol credits from from that. But yeah, I get nothing for get nothing on my free to play. Okay, last one for Crimson. say that, I've just realised the 6-star Leviathan's in number 1, and I'm like, really, I should hold on and just knock him back, because that's well, it's a guaranteed full auto. I mean, I wouldn't mind I'm doing a bloody a full auto without Scimitar. You know, it's odd. I didn't actually see which one of us went first. I think if I'd have gone... If I went first here, I think it was still a win, but it's definitely a win now. I was mulling over the other day if I could get another monitor in my setup somehow. I've got another one that Chris lent to me, and it's one where if I could find a spot for it, I would try and use it, because it'd be kind of nice to have a third one, especially for like if I can't see chat or something, just to have it on its own like dedicated screen. I think this is the one I'm after. There we go. Got the other one popping up. No, I've only got 2. I've got left and right. So it's that thing, if I could, I'd try and slip one in the middle, like even horizontal, you know, like upright if you like. But I've only got a 2-armed mount, so that's just something I'd have to take into account as well. Although I'm thinking of moving my stuff around, because last week I feel like an angel blessed us. We've had a cleaner for a little bit now, just to help me out a little bit. And she came round with a partner to just collect a dresser that was in the spare room. And it'd been a bookshelf for me for like 6 years. And I honestly didn't think they were going to carry it. The thing was really, really heavy, but they managed to do it. And then, out of nowhere, they were like, we just mentioned there's some stuff in the shed they might like as well. So they went in, they spent about an hour and a half, to my thoughts, clearing that out, which, you know, I can't say how grateful I was that they just took a bunch of stuff off our hands. You know, and the dresser was the big thing for us, because it was taking so much space in the other room that I've literally just not been able to move things around, you know, try and gain some room for myself. I'm in the void, it seems. But yeah, it's in my head. I'm thinking maybe I could afford to move my streaming setup into the spare room now. Just try and make it into more of a office again. And if I did that, I could try and put like wall mount my monitors or something along those lines. Because I've actually got a wall mount from when I was going to mount a TV. I think my right side one is about 27 inch. I think the one on the left is a little smaller. I say that, the one on the left is 1440p, so I don't know for sure. Let me see, is it got on the settings? Yeah, it doesn't actually say on the actual, or at least I can't see what it says. It just says, bring this on screen. This one on my right is 1080p, and the one that we're seeing is 1440p. But it doesn't actually say about the actual size, sadly. They are about the same, maybe a couple inches either way. Maybe one's 24, one's 27. And they're mounted anyway, so like I could pull them closer if I wanted to push them back, but I like them kind of where they are right now. Just wish there was a bit more about them. It feels like they're kind of stuck at the height they're at, you know? Like I have to be sitting here, and if I wanted to like stand up, I couldn't do that, for instance. Why is this one not working now? I've got to admit, a Dual 32 does seem quite fun. I mean, when I see these like widescreen ones, I'm not exactly sure what I would do with it, because obviously streaming means like a wide, ultra wide monitor would be a bit awkward. But they do look nice, don't they? Saying that, I'm not even sure when you say Dual 32 you're talking about it like that, but that's kind of the vibe I got. Right, so I saved that. They should both pop up. And for some reason it doesn't want to. What's the bet this is for the other screen? Yeah, I bet that's for the other screen. All right, I've confused myself doing all this. Right, let me go here a sec. That's for that one, right? So, what is... Oh. Can you say that? For some reason it doesn't want to do it. Way up there for HP. It's the idea that you're the boss. So the idea is, because you did all those subs, you're now like the target for other people. So if other people were subbing or following or whatever, they'd be chipping away at your health. It gets like a cumulative effect, so the more it goes on, the harder it is to do it. So you're probably pretty safe for a bit, to be fair. This is irking me, right? Because what I want is how it is here. I want these two doohickeys with the follow buttons and all that on this screen. Yeah, for some reason, only one of them showing. Let me delete that one. Hang on, you tell me I've deleted it off all of them now? No, I haven't. Okay. I'm sorry, but I want to get this fixed before I carry on. You can probably tell that. Right, game screen. Overlay. Past. Copy that URL into here. Width 1920 by 1080. Oh, hang on. Hey, we got it. Alley, friggin' Luya. You would think I was asking for miracles to try and get that set up. All right. Let's shut this down, and please don't disappear on me again like that. Please say you're coming back. I don't think I've got the willpower to go through it again. Oh! Temmin's Guild's just started the raid as well. I'm not doing 2 raid runs today, but that's interesting. Yeah, I thought it would be. It's just, for some reason, it's been arsey. I don't know how else to put it. It's like picking and choosing when it wants to show things. It's the silliest reason why I've been trying to get these working. I paid £15 for them, I think. You know, and money's a bit tight right now, but I was like, you know what, I like the design of these. You know, they look really neat. So I'm even been trying to redesign my stream layout just to make that work on screen a little bit. So the fact that they don't work as intended, it's like, Okay, let's do that. Yeah, this is one of the things that I was having a problem with when because if anything, this is a trial. I've only done it today in last stream, but I'd got all that space down the bottom. You know, with the chat, I was like, fine, the chat's fine, the webcam is fine, but I just didn't know what fill the bottom space was. That's why I put the goals and stuff, because I was like, let's at least put something there. But I thought I want something that's at least engaging with what's going on versus just putting socials I don't use. And I couldn't really extend the screen either. Maybe I could put it more centrally. Like lowered it a bit. But still, that would have created a problem of like blank space up at the top. All right. Just on the off chance, Meathead, you somehow stumble onto my stream, can I just please say that if we don't get shipped soon, I think I'm going to go insane seeing this fight over and over again. I just want to put that on record. I'll admit, I was toying with whether I should use this today. It's a new little gizmo that I've got on my stream cell. Update titles, and like I could essentially do this where I just update it on YouTube as well, but I'm like, on Twitch, but I'm like, they haven't said it yet, but I've got a feeling it's coming. It wouldn't be the biggest surprise to me. I mean, there's been one ship come into the game since you finished playing, Kit. If I'm right, I can't remember if Punishing One came in before or after you stopped, but that was the last ship, and that was about October time last year. You know, it's a very long time for no ships. Yeah, I remember them saying they wouldn't rule out getting rid of Fleet Arena, but they didn't have any plans for it at the time. It just makes you think they didn't have plans then, but maybe they've got them now. And again, if it's a good enough thing, you know, like a good reason for doing it, I'm fine with that, because you think about what I'm doing here. I know that it's a bit of an irritation that I'm doing my fleet climb. You know, a lot of people just want CGAC. But equally, I'm like, well, I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone here. It's like, I'm just getting my fleet battles out of the way, and then I can do my GAC. You might get a kick out of this, Kit. My favourites list again. I mean, in my defense, that looks beautiful the other way around. The only way it'd be more beautiful is if these were all relics. So pretty much everything that isn't relicked is on this list. Who's probably best out of these four to place a car attack on? Me? That one? That's enough. That's enough. Go on. We'll do Smee. 13 mil. I'm hoarding my car attack for Mace. That's the main thing. And you're not wrong, just to be clear, Kit. You're not wrong. I can actually move Trench. Trench is actually where I wanted him, essentially, in terms of he can just be moved a little bit. But how I'm viewing it, Trench is in the same bracket as Tarful in the sense of a character I would like to take to Relic soon, but yeah, it's not imminent. But the others, they've all actually got a point. Hey, I'll let you win, Kit, any day. But we've got Hondo's hit, well, his requirements, and they're all on here. I mean, I still find these ones funny. I get what they were. There was a very loose connection with Hondo and the Resistance. Like, they've really lent into it, though, haven't they? I mean, 7 and 8 for Stewie and Ray. And I remember people saying, why did Bosk end up on here when Aura Singh was his girlfriend? Like, that would have made more sense, arguably. That's close, yeah. I mean, Ithano, Quiggle Kicks, Brutus Vane, and Silvo are the new characters. None of them are required higher than Relic 7, so that's something. Veteran Smuggler Chewie, I actually don't mind that personally because he's at Relic 6, so it's like, I could probably do that now and sleep alright tonight, but I don't want to. Ezra was required at Relic 5 for Ahsoka, so for most people that's just one bump. Guy, a lot of people are taken to 9 from 8 anyway, so I'm probably in the few that didn't. Gav's only one bump. Kenobi's only one bump. And Boska's only one bump. So they aren't actually bad racks in a way. We've got another 2 battles to go. I think this is my way of killing time, sadly. Yeah, exactly. If you've been playing a while, you probably have a lot of these. And the other things on that list were Ahsoka, just to be clear. So I didn't show them, but like Sky Guy, Knight, Enoch, Peridia, Rex, Barriss, Blow, and Ahsoka's ship, they are all done. So it's just getting these ones done. Some of them are arsey because it's like all three Ahsokas need to be R9. Ventress R5's fine. You'd love that. And then it's just getting the actual Spectre crew up. So again, it's not bad for me. I don't mind having them on the favourites for that reason. I'd like to think in this guild I can progress them a little bit faster. I think my biggest issue is Omicrons. My next Omicron's going to Alcestis, so that I can. I've got a raid team for TW. I think it's Rey. I don't know. And then, yeah, it's just that thing of keeping like a mental checklist in my head of what I've agreed to do. Yeah, it is. By the way, I don't feel like I was hiding anything there, just to be clear. I mean, I've got no other reason for Cal to be on this list. So anyone putting two and two together, I'm not like hiding it. All right, Knuckle Plus. You're in a Zeta crunch rather than Omnis. You got 100 mats today, 20 more to go for Hondo. You're doing good. I mean, I've got no Zetas pretty much. I'm always farming Zeta to Zeta. As soon as I know I'm closing on a Hondo, I'll try and save, but man oh man. Genuinely, it's probably a relief that I've just found out today that Mace is coming back on the 30th. Because it does mean I can afford to work on a few of those units, even if it's not intently. You know, I can afford to give some Karatech here and there. My main concern is that I end up giving away gear I didn't mean to give away. I mean, I found out the other day I needed Gungans again. So I'm like, damn, I need to farm them again. And it's not like they're hard to get now, but it's just that thing of I don't want to be there on the day of unlocking Mace and being like, oh, I've got all his gear, and then it's like, no, I haven't. Throwing in every Zeta as it comes out for the pirates. It took me a while to save for them. That's the thing, isn't it? If you really do hoard or you really do go all in, you're going to be all right. I mean, it's weird, right? If I was in a position where I could actually spend the kind of money that you need to in this game, I would probably be doing it now because they are a lot more accessible to get characters very early on. I mean, obviously it's a lot of money still, but if I was like working and, you know, decent money, I wouldn't be against it because, you know, it's actually a lot more reasonable than it was, say, even 18 months ago. I assume you mean from the crew, Mal, like not Hondo himself. Yeah, it'd be an interesting way of doing something, but I think I would be feeling very remorseful after the fact. Well, it's either that or I'd be having to, what's the phrase? Reinvest the money into getting car attack. Kind of sounds counterproductive. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it, isn't it? I mean, when I was just talking it through, like saying what my plan is, I haven't got any Zetas for Mace yet. So I've got 3 weeks, sorry, not 3 weeks, 2 weeks to get some Zetas. But from there, I'm probably just going to hold. I mean, I got all 3 for Jocasta the other day, so the only one I really need for Mace's team now is Ayla. So Four technically, isn't it? So yeah, I could probably do Ayla, and then in the time it takes me to farm the pirates and all the wrecks up, I could get the 6 for Hondo. Oh, Ayla, she got Zeta when Mace came out. It is pretty much an exclusively Mace Windu Zeta. Well, it's actually an entire ability now I think about it. It isn't even just, you know, like an addition. It's a full-on unique for her. It did take away the theory crafting, but it has actually been a decent Zeta from what I've seen. Even if Mace himself is a bit underwhelming. A little bit. I mean, you say that, I feel like it isn't that they needed to creep her into relevance, but when you think they've got a whole list of trash tier characters here they could have bumped up, so it's interesting that they chose Ayla out of the bunch, but I mean, for me, the big one was Lumi. You know, Lumi's got an Omicron, why not just give her some relevance? For 12 months he was with the raid. Plo is S tier. Maybe not Jedi Vanguard, but he is a S tier character. That was an R8 I had no regrets doing. Alright, now I'm just waiting for him to announce Kit Fisto's getting a ship. Imagine if they actually did that. They said, right, we're going to bring out another Galactic Republic ship, but we're going to have it that it's for all these characters no one wants to farm. There we go. Kit Fisto's Delta 7B Starfighter. I do keep scratching my head what they're going to do with ships. If they're continuing with ships, that is. I mean, the other day I saw the Gerbil and Scribe and then Egnard's doing a video chain on pirate ships. And I'm like, I'll be honest, I didn't watch them just for the fact that I was kind of doing other things. But I was like, as much as I can believe pirate ships could be a thing, it would be very awkward if they did 6 months of non-stop pirates action. Do I have any Indian heroes yet? I wouldn't be aware. I mean, as far as I know, India isn't a thing in Star Wars. And I certainly don't know anyone of Indian origin who acts in Star Wars. At most, I would say Depa Balaba, but saying that, that's what's her name? Archie Punjabi. I mean, it could be. Again, I have never heard of it in actual Star Wars lore, but there could be. I was just trying to think. Eman Espardi, I think his name is. I don't know. I'm assuming he's American, but I don't know if he's got any cultural heritage like that. Like I say, I've never looked into it. But yeah, I know what you're talking about with Andor. There was like a very French-leaning thing. I mean, I could imagine that they could do something in that line at some point. I suppose the challenge is you don't want to become stereotypical, because when you think well, yeah, pretty much just the prequels to my recollection, they got slammed for racial stereotyping. That fine line where you gotta pay respect without just being a Yeah, well, just being a stereotype. Well, for myself, I like Newt Gunray, but it doesn't mean I can't see what people say about his accent. Or maybe not his accent, but his characteristics. Ugh, got something in my eye. Said this already, I need to win my round today. I've dropped from Kyber 1 to Kyber 2. And last round I lost, so that bounced me further away from Kyber 1. So I need a win today just to be within reach again for next week. Definitely feels like Kyber 1 is that you get in there and you're hanging on, and a loss or two losses in quick succession will really send you downhill fast. It's the challenge of it for sure. Just while we've got time on the clock. That's something, right? When I was talking before about the idea of a third monitor, it'd be for this kind of thing. I'd like it's that I could like have somewhere to put my plan and everything. I feel like it's always kind of hiding behind the game, and it's like it's not efficient, you know? Who am I facing? Right. He gave up Kelleran Beq K1, so he deliberately dropped to mid K2 until the Darkside Ray Cron goes away. Before I came on, I was watching a bit of Vexatron. I think it's safe to say he's sick of that Cron now. I mean, I don't blame him. I've not gone through what I saw him going through, which is try and clear just or clean up a Slacker and Dre, but I wouldn't relish it, let's say that. I think if I got to the point he got to, I'd give up. And that's knowing the counter that he used. Just for context for Kit, who's not been playing, Blacker and Darkside Ray right now are like Lord Vader was 3 years ago, maybe, when he had his own Datacron. Without the dodge. And so thankfully they haven't reintroduced dodge into the stats. That was horrendous. Yeah, that kind of irritates me as well. You know, I could kind of tolerate if I was getting holds, but I never seem to get them. Thankfully, I haven't lost against it yet. I'm very wary of touching wood right now, just not to jinx it. But, yeah, it's like... It's just a very unforgiving team. If you lose against it, you're done. Yeah, now I've said it. Fingers crossed it won't be. I mean, every time I see accuracy in the set stats, I'm thinking, God, does that mean dodge is coming up? But I think they need to do that. If they go and bring in a dodge again, which hopefully they don't, but if they did, they've got to make sure accuracy is in the previous set so that people have got a reasonable chance to get the counter to it. Even if everyone ignored it and just went for all the stats to begin with and then like, oh crap, I didn't get any accuracy. At least then they could go, well, we did give you a chance. All right, we're all done.
All right, listen.
All right, the ad break's about to run on Twitch, so I'm going to manually run it now. All right, let's get that out of the way. That's my raid, isn't it? Yeah. No worries, Kit. Thanks for popping in, man. Going to say, genuinely, I've been meaning to DM you, so I'll drop you a line after I finish, all right? Just see how you've been getting on. All right, so let's just clock in here and bring this up. And I think this is the one we want. Yep. Cool. Oh. Have a little stretch before we kick off. All right, 10 seconds until the ads are done, then I can feel like I can actually talk without other people missing it. And say, who says Twitch isn't fun? Yeah, I'm fighting just to get these, aren't I? Okay, so we're up against Mimi Molette. Let's have a look at the compare. So I'm, at the time of this being set up, I was 12.999. I'm actually 13 now. They're 13.091, so actually we're very close to one another GP-wise. Zeta's 349 to 330, fair enough. Zeta's 57 to 60, they're a few ahead of me, fair play. GL's, they've got the full complement, I'm missing Ahsoka. Rallick's 272 to 284. If we go down to the main stats, or the Rallick stats, Rallick 9's 12 to 14, so only a couple behind. Rallick 8's 19 to 27. That's a bit worse, so we'll have to take that one on the chin. Rallick 7's 98 to 92. We're a little bit ahead there, so I'm all right with that. And again, we're only one ahead on the 5s, 97 to 96, so not a lot between us on the Rallicks. Mods, 116 to 46. We're doing very well there. 20 plus is 355 to 183. Again, very good. 15's 528 to 468, so again, very good. And we got Datacron advantage, so that all looks fine to me. They haven't got full sets on Love Vader, Kenobi, or Rey. Doesn't look like they've got any set on Starkiller. I don't know if they were doing a remod or something. We'll find out when we get in, I guess. No mods on CX2. Or no set. Alright, that's funky. They've got a very fast Plo Koon. Maybe they're doing a raid because 1, 2, 3 raid characters in the top 10. Yeah, that's plausible. All right, anyway. There's what we think they're setting. Let's see if that's what they did. Now, to my knowledge, they haven't attacked, but let's just do a quick check. It was me thinking I'd been really smart with my camera here, but it is still in the way a little bit. I'll have a little think on that. We've got Tuskens, Qui-Gon, Finn, and you can't see it properly, but it is the Slacker team. No drops on any of them. Then bottom wall, Jabba, Boss Nass, Lord Vader, and Rey. No drops on any of these. So what are we facing? We've got Great Mothers. We've got Kelleran Beq. But there's no Baylan. And there's no Rey. Instead, we've got Boss Nass. And we've got Saw. Okay. So we've got counters lined up for those. Here we've got Finn Zori. Let's just bring this back up. That was in the plan. Lord Vader, which was no Ahsoka. There is a Rey. And no Slacker. There is Reva. Okay. That tells me that they've got Ahsoka with Ezra. Or Ezra with Ahsoka. Ideally, I'd want to do Cere on Reva. The thing is, I did change things around a little bit. And I could give Phoenix a go. Which would then allow me to do Cere there and hold Queen in case Ahsoka's at the back. I mean, I've put JML there for Finn. That arguably could be anything, but actually saying that, it is Rey Scavcron, so JML is not underkilling it, let's say that. Oh, by the way, a little Datacron update for anyone interested. Temmin now has got the 9th Sister Datacron and the Rey Scavcron, so we're doing good in that regard. And I think I even re-rolled one of my Mother Talzin crons the other day to get Night Trooper. So a few good Datacron options for next week and the week after. I think I give this a go. Oh, it isn't a good level 6. That is really nice to hear. Right, I think we've got a good chance at it then. So Phoenix, 1, 2, no, not you. 3, 4. GBA. Crit damage, I think I've heard I want. I don't want to give that one away if I can avoid it. That will do, I think. Now, I know my modding's a little bit out. That is a concern. Yeah, my Rex and Sabine 2 kits very recently. I think I'm going to give this a go, but I also am very, very much aware that I could lose the Grand Arena based on gambling this. But I can't help but look and think, I don't feel like it's these two at the back. I think Ahsoka is at the back. And even though I could probably do C Bane there, I'm not comfortable doing that on this account. Just because my C is not as I would like it. So I'm thinking I'd rather have Queen available, take down an Ahsoka. Just had a thought though. Let me back out. If this thought's worth it, we might be in a good place. 348 Ezra. I'm assuming this is at lock-in, like we see the locked-in mods. So, all right, we're changing the plan. If it's Ahsoka, we're going to do Great Mothers. As much as I would like to use that, I'm thinking, let's play it safe and let's go with Cere. And we'll do Queen here. see Bane. As much as I wouldn't be comfortable doing that, I could possibly get it down to just Ahsoka. And again, I wouldn't like the drop, but considering there are things like Slacker on my side which can also drop, it's like, okay, well, we can take a gamble on the drop being worth it, you know what I mean? Let's assume it happens. See, Bane might not lose, but again, it's Relic 7, C, and Relic 8 Bane. There's something wrong there. So, yeah, I think this is the way. I feel like just doing Cere is safer here. Although I can't say I know exactly. Well, okay, I know that this does work, but it's more a case of with L3 here. That's a bit of a curveball. Oh, not you. This is what I did last time. Yeah, it's definitely the challenge in the sense of, are they playing a GL at the back or are they just making you think they are? And I know that have a Luke check C, but yeah, I wasn't exactly sure if it was worth it because we're talking over a season since it was on defense. Well, everyone's damage immune. Here we days. Okay. We can get. Yeah, we can, can't we? We can get him out. He'll come back, but we could get him out. Oh, another one maiden down. Lovely. That's it. Nice one, L3. All right. 75. Good start. That team was so annoying just for the fact that it's like you've got to resist the urge to do the mass kill. Oh, how much I would love to just wipe them, but Varys is like, no, you can't have fun. All right, let's get Cere in. What do I want here? This one, I think. Right, bit of DI never hurt anybody. Dispel all that. Put some debuffs on. Throw some rocks. And let's just keep going at her. I mean, I'm probably being overcautious here because this Inquisitor didn't have the good level 6. But I'd rather overkill it, how it's been at the moment, than underkill it. I might do that next week. I'm gonna say Scav Ray's not something I've used yet, so it'd be fun to have her available. Especially as, you know, she's usually trash. It's like, nice to be able to play with something. I try and make a joke about it, but it is kind of genuine. It is nice when you've got a toy that you never pick out the toy box and you're just able to pick it up and play with it for a bit. All right, let's go. Let's draw turn meter from Drogon. Swap that over to Drogon. All right, Drogon out if we needed to clean up with okay. Can we hit the X2 now? Burn, baby, burn. I absolutely love being able to use basics on support with Leia. I just think that utility is really nice. All right, can we get rid of DCT? Not in 1. In 2? Lovely. All right, that was not wanted. All right, very nice damage immunity there, Drogon. Yeah, might as well ult. I want to try and hold it just in case we get a kill, but we might as well just fracture. Ooh, lovely. Okay, let's just remove that turn meter because that looks very tasty for Drogon in the end. Okay, pass that to Drogon. We'll stealth everyone but Jinn. Daze Lord Vader. And yeah. I was hoping for a bit more, I won't lie. I know we do less damage with Leia taunting, but I thought maybe we can recover some banners this way. We got protection up, that's something. Let's dispel. 65. And then JML. If Slacker's at the back, I will need the Slacker Cron, so unfortunately I can't just burn it. Let's do that, and that. I'm pretty sure I've got an okay Cron. Is it this? Protection, yeah. Let's start with 25% turn meter. All right, that immediately puts doubt in my mind because even with Revan, they can start a train and I can't catch up. Okay, so maybe we don't just throw that at it. The thing is, I feel like they could just one-shot Malak, so I can't even try and throw fear into the equation. I'm wondering if I could give the mercenaries a go here. Like I was going to do Saw there. Maybe if it isn't Ahsoka back there, maybe I could do Bane there. And I saw Wampa did stall the other day, but I wouldn't feel good with my Wampa doing that. Yeah, I think that could be the better option. Oh. Alright, that was odd. My speaker downstairs was playing music, so yeah. Didn't want that blaring. Yeah, so I'm going to move Baylan here. I think Hondo taking the first turn could help there. We've got that Crom, which won't do too much, but it will remove a bit of turn meter. Alright, so I'm actually going to put Captive on Scav because I feel like she's the one that will actually hit us terribly bad. Right. Feel like we're in okay control here. Is that Prophet? No, Prophet, Soldiers of Fortune. We're Ransom still quite a bit behind on him. That's Prophet. Ransom even, yeah. All right, we can actually go a bit now if we need to. Let's go for Finn. Throw the grenade. Bye-bye. Yeah, I was aware of that, but I was thinking I'd still like to keep him around, you know what I mean? I didn't want to just throw him away carelessly, as it were. Alright, I was right about Ahsoka, so I feel like I'm glad about the whole process at least. Let's just double check what it is. It's Ahsoka, Mauldalorians, and GG. Okay. So I feel like I could throw JMK at the Mauldalorians. Let's check the Cron there. Yep, that is good. So we can do Great Mothers there. That and that. That to me seems reasonable. So let's give this a go just to make sure I'm not, well, I'm not in a funny spot. I mean, we've got extra offense, but do we go for that? I think we go for that just to play it safe. It is stacking offense, so we should be able to ramp and get Ahsoka out. Plus a nice bit of defense to kick off. Right, so let me get this right in my head. We bless Spirit, Doom, Jensen. Right. Doom. Bless. That didn't feel right as such, but I thought surely we want the frenzy. All right, full auto. I don't know if I misplayed somewhere within all that, but it wasn't a consequential misplay, so I'm not worried. It's just, I know for efficiency's sakes, it's best not to make mistakes. It felt awkward that Ezra and Ahsoka both got a turn in, so... 65. All right. Like I say, we got through it. That's the main thing. Okay, let's get the Mauldalorians. We'll go for a full team. We won't take chances. Nips, Padme, Gat, Mace. A little bit of a shame Kenobi is a Kenobi, but let's see. Might as well use that. I mean, I'm not planning on using it anywhere else, and I suppose I could use it on the Gungans. It would get me better banners potentially. Yeah, I could throw this one on, I guess. In the sense that it's easier to walk through the defense, yeah. I assume that's what you mean anyway. All right, we do that. And you know what? Let's stall. I know I've got the insta-kill, but I might as well just hold fire a minute. All right, definitely could have played that better. There we go. We don't want rulers of Mandalore around these parts. Let's give that to Snips. Hope not Snips Cat. I was looking at Snips. Go on, let's just get the other Django out. All right, Snips, that would have been a good time to assist. $64. I mean, its banner dropped, but I did miss play in there, so I'm not too bothered about that. All right, 2 minutes until the next ad break. We're going to just run Bo-Katan at this. I have not actually seen a GG on defense for a while, so I'm assuming this is a counter. I mean, surely just that. That army. You don't want to do an army a disservice, but that obviously didn't do a lot, did it? Bye-bye, GG. Okay. Let's just get rid of B1. Might as well poop. Go on, can we get this done before the ad break kicks in? 65, cool. Oh, I didn't put Baylan in. Naughty. 65. Okay, so we're matching here. All right, so ad break kicks in 25 seconds. I feel like we're okay though. I mean, Phalanx Cron isn't that great. In fact, oh, it isn't Phalanx. I thought it was. Yeah, I could have sworn I saw Phalanx as the image. Sorry, my eyes must need casting. But yeah, Tarple's fair enough. Done level 6 as well. That went to factors there. Yeah, we should be fine from here. Just while we got a second. Yeah, naturally we don't get any history on this past week. But I can't help but wonder if there's anything like from these seasons. Yeah, they've used Kenobi on Slacker in the past. But they didn't take Slacker on offense. And they did have Slacker on defense themselves. Yeah, so something must have changed. Maybe they saw someone had a team on defense and they needed Slacker for offense, so they did that and then haven't changed it. Either that or they were expecting Kenobi Ezra's and I haven't done that. I'll admit with this team here, it's very tempting to... I know you can't see the 3 because I can't scroll up, but it's Reva and Ezra there. Can't help but think if it's worth taking out Kenobi for Mon Mothma or something, but... yeah. Even though I know it has merit, it's like, do I really want to go down that road? Especially as Kenobi does have some merits on of his own as well. All right, Outbreak's over on Twitch. Thanks for your patience. Let's start with the Great Mothers. Just checking I picked the right one. Yep. Now, I don't have any Inquisitor Crons, I don't believe. At this point anyway, so let's just slap that on. I don't think I've seen anyone place that Darth Vader team down yet. All right, that's down. Put some foresight there. And we should be good for banners. All right, nice clean 65. Let's go Malgus on Kelleran. I don't actually get what people are doing with Kelleran at the moment. It feels like they're trying to do... like... it feels like that's 4/5 of a Vanguard team. And, okay, so maybe they haven't got Depper built. And they're thinking, right, if I had Depper, I'd put Depper in here. But why not just... Kelleran isn't that great outside of TW, is he? At least as a lead. That's my point. I mean, I've done it myself, but it's when I haven't really got options, you know, like I'm just throwing something together. Just seems a bit odd. Okay. Let's light them up. Just to give you a heads up, there are 2 tanks. You know, you do not have to exclusively go for Malgus. The friendly, just being friendly, if anything, you know. That's it, Plo. You got the message. You know, you don't have to go for Malgus. Yeah, I do get it in that sense. It's just, I don't know. It does feel a bit odd. A bit like how I'm putting Tuscans on defense. You know, I do get the concept of just putting something down to fill a spot. Ooh, ow. As you would rightfully point out, it's Nick Banners. I shall hit you once. Come on, that's where you go, you cheeky git. Don't hit me twice. All right, that's got that off. All right, rifle throw, but miss. I think that's the quickest I've seen my Marauder die in some time. Usually, even though he doesn't come across as tanky, he usually is quite tanky. Okay, cool. All right, the 4 at max banners, so I might as well light Plo up. $62. That's the biggest banner drop we've had. Let's do C Bane. And duck. Like I said, we haven't even got a link. What? 68. All right, that was fun. And JML here. It could be a bit risky considering how Gungans work, but I do want to try the Hoda Chronia. Undersize and just see if we can scrape a few banners in. All right, basic again. They interrupt that. We actually did a fair chunk of damage there, just for what it's worth. All right, that'll do. That'll do. We go like that. Like that. Need one more. All right, shields down. Just hang in there, JML. Hang in there. Another stun. Nice. There we go. Yeah, I do want to heal, so we'll do that. Oh, I didn't realize Hoda was missing so much then. Reflective damage? Am I missing something in one of their kits where they can reflect damage? I don't think that was the DC, was it? James, hello there. We're doing all right. I'm going to say we've one-shot everything so far. Actually, we've one-shot the entire character board. So, yeah. The DC? Let's just I say double check in the sense that I know that it's 100% more damage. Oh, no, hang on. It was the stuns, wasn't it? Hang on. Where's Gungans? Yeah, I'm not sure how I see reflective damage coming from that. At least that Hoda was losing protection. They were stunned, so they weren't actually hitting me. Cool. I mean, let me just have a quick look at the Gungan kits. Maybe it's in there. Yeah, I can't see it in Phalanx. Yeah, I can't see it in Tarpals. I mean, that's all with the shield active. And I can't... I'm sure I got Jar Jar out first, so I can't see what he would be doing. Yeah, I just find that very bizarre. It shouldn't cost the round or anything, but, you know, it felt weird. You know, like, it shouldn't be happening. Like, if it was a Datacron, I'm like, okay, fair enough, but I'm pretty sure that Datacron didn't say anything about it. Anyway, let's just see. We've got Executor, Chimaera, and Malevolence, so we do Endurance, we do... Do we do Endurance? Maybe we give it Executrix a go. Executrix, then do Negotiator and do Raddus? Yeah. All right. That reminds me, I need to demod my TFP because how it is right now, it's a bit of a flight risk. Let's see how it goes. Alright, I think we do this to try and proc House 2 to take the turn. There we go. And then we just basic it. There we go. Oh, unlucky. I mean, I haven't had to do... I haven't used bow a little bit for the Gungans, I don't think. But I'm just trying to think. Usually, if you got the Omicron, you can ignore Phalanx and Jar Jar, can't you? So just go straight for the shield. That's kind of what I'm thinking in my head anyway. Alright, buff immunity. Nope. Let's do what we can then. Punch him on, I'll put the taunt back over there, so that's what it is. That didn't do buff immunity, does it? No. Okay, let's just base it for now. 2 meter up. Alright, buff immunity, lovely, that's what we're after. Help ourselves up. Yay. Oof. We're getting this scythe here, aren't we? Yep. Okay, that's down at least. Oof. Oof. Lots of filth in this. Okay, I'm going to put that over there simply because I want to focus in on that now. Remove turn meter. Okay, that's annoying. Oof. Okay. Stun you because you're a git. We'll miss, but we can do that, okay. Basic. And you know what? Unload. Kill it. That's fine. It's bad banners, but I'll take it. You one-shot an Executor, you don't complain. That's my view. Okay, it does mean we can negotiate for this, so let's get that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That quote unquote should be okay. Ooh, okay. I don't know what I'm thinking. Just go for scythe. That's literally the definition of overthinking. Let's do that, I guess. Just ability block them. You ever have a round where you feel like you're stuck in your own head? Ooh. Don't like that. Alright, plow when you come. And as much as I would love to turn me that you can give, just pop a taunt for now. Oh, you get. Always nice to know we all have me. I'm 0-2 for the week on both of my accounts, so I need to change it. I feel like I made positive steps with altering my defense a little bit, just to try and toughen it up. But the proof's in the pudding, isn't it? So we'll see. Didn't really want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Ooh. Ow. That's it. Just do that. It's bad. Actually, no, Plo, you can taunt him in. You can taunt. Let's do that. I know it's already on stealth, but Anakin's... Okay, cool. I thought we'd get dodged, so I just assumed the worst there. But yeah, 69, cool. All right, and what feels like the safest bet of the round, Raddus. At some point, I feel like I'm going to have to give Holdo like a Zeta and Ralix just to make this fleet a little bit more reliable, maybe. I wouldn't say it actually needs it as such, but I don't know. It's that thing of... I feel like it's deserved it a little, you know? Oh, we'll have a look when I get back in them. You never know, they might be one and done. Could be that I come back later and they've full cleared. It's force of habit, and besides that, occasionally we do. You know, like if we don't get all the ships out on Rey's AoE, yeah, it can get a bit dicey. Again, a kind of argument for upping the relics on the fleet. It's a good counter, but it can have moments of RNG. Oof. Okay. Like that. Ooh, okay, never mind. I'll take it back. But Malevolence was next up, so if we hadn't got that counterattack, it would have called in Spy and then it drags out. All right, 78 from them on their first attack. We've scored 1837 in our full clear. Shoot down Jabba. All right. So they did a 1 per solo, which is kind of insulting. I mean, I say it's insulting for the simple fact I have tried to mod against it, but without the Sorticron, it's not a thing, is it? Are all your pilots mod 6E? The Raddus ones, probably not. We can have a chat, though. I do set it to prioritize mods like that, but whether it does is another thing. Claim those. Well, Scav Ray isn't. Who else have we got? Finn? Nope. Holdo, no. Pico, no. Trooper, no. Yeah, a few missing. But yeah, that alone could help. I mean, how I view it, that fleet is just such a nice, consistent win, if you like. And yeah, if I could end up taking Resistance X-Wing out, just so that I can get an extra banner there, why not? Why not try just to get 6Es on? Oh, yes. You know what I mean, though, just in general. No worries, no worries. I'll catch you up later. Ooh. I don't know why I'm going into the void every time I turn this screen on. Feels very weird. All right. Before I log in, we're going to run an ad break on Twitch, just so that that's out of the way and we hopefully don't have another for a bit. And I'm also just going to set up WatchBot for Crimson. So yeah, let's do that. Cup of tea time, as it were. Let's set Crimson up. And just because I need my screen. I actually do think I need new glasses. I was looking at the ally code then and I'm like, nope. Okay, Crimson loading. Okay. So it did take a second there, that's fine. Ooh, we got something in store. I'll take freebies. Thank you, CG. Freebies, even if they are a little bit small, I will always take them. Never look a gift horse in the mouth and all that. Could do with finding some Jawas. Okay, cool. No, I'll sod it. Go on, let's do a quick battle, just get them done. I don't know why Vane's chilling here, but let's send Love Vader in with the clones, why not? Right, I think we've done. You see, this is what happens when I kill time. I end up killing Jawas. There we go. Defeat 10 Jawas. Yeah, they actually got that completed for us, so it was worth doing it. Gotta do 10 unaligned force users for that. Okay. Anyway, GAC numero 2 for the day. Let's bring up Crimson's opponent. What's your name? Culdain. That's when it loads it up for us. From Filthy Little Gungans. Alright, amusing little name, I'll give it that. Let's see. They are 11.8. Sorry, I'm 11.8. I don't know why I was saying they are. I'm 11.8. They're 12.2. We're ahead of them on Zetas. 319 to 255. Bought a bunch of Lightspeed bundles, maybe? Like that. That is a big gap between Zetas. But they've got more Omicrons, so I don't know what the purchase economy is for things like that, but is it easier to buy Omicrons than Zetas now? I genuinely don't know, but maybe that's the explanation. Relic 7 to 8, so they're missing something. We'll have a check in a second. Relic units 203 to 270. Okay, we're a bit behind. They've got 11 R9s to my 7, 18 R8s to my 15. We're ahead on the 7s 90 to 83. They're ahead on the Relic 5s 114 to 65. Mods, oh wow, we're way ahead. 67 to 18 on the 25s, 251 to 102 on the 20s, 418 to 247 on the 15s. More Datacrons than me though. They're missing Ahsoka. I'll take that. The mods don't seem perfect, but again, with what we saw, I'm not too surprised. They seem okay, but like JML really looks a bit odd there. Got the right sets there. They've got a Gear 12 Afro. They haven't got Reva. That's a big loss. No Jar Jar. They haven't got the new batch, but they have got Jedi Vanguard, or at least they've got new. Got CX2, Ezra, Dre, but no Baylan. Yeah, I get a vibe they've been buying Lightspeed bundles because these are all the things they haven't got are things that you can't whale on almost. Like, obviously you could whale and get Baylan, like you could, you know, buy the shards for his event kind of thing, but it gives me the impression they're not a whale, they're just buying things to catch up. So, fair play, you know, kind of what they're there for. Ooh, they haven't got Leviathan. That is a big miss for them. Ezra's very, well, I say very fast. It's pretty fast considering where Ezra's can be. I mean, 370 is probably what you want to start pushing, so they're a little shy still, but it's up there. Dre's 315. They've got a Relic 7 Captain Silvo, so they are whaling a bit. A very fast Lobot as well. That is something I can definitely say I've never seen before. Alright, I don't know if this guy's memeing or what. Just save me looking... Actually, sorry, we'll close that down. They've got Vane as a port tracers. Have they gone for all the pirates? Like, are they... I'm assuming they're whaling for Hondo. Yeah, they're whaling. 6, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5, 5, yeah. Okay. They got Mace already. Almost feels insulting that they left new batch down there. Like, you've got Amagundai at Relic 5, but you've left the new batch at, what, Gear 8, 7? Like, I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but honestly, putting Amagundai at Relic 5 ahead of some of these, that is a little bit insulting to them. They aren't that bad. Okay. Some things just make you laugh, eh? Alright, so I have tweaked my defense a little bit here. Let's bring this screen on, in fact. I know it covers up the bottom team, but I'll say it. We got Mauldalorians instead of Trench this time, so I've moved Django over to these. We got Slacker as before, GG as before, Dash is still there as before. On the south, we put Lord Vader down. He's had 2 rounds on offense for some reason. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, he's here now. We've got Finn, we've got Rey, and we've got Gas. So I'm happy with that. Let's see what's going on here. So Slacker as predicted. Rey was not predicted. Qui-Gon wasn't, and Saw wasn't. So take off Lord Vader and Queen. Okay, a little bit interesting. They've also put Kelleran in there, so after what I was saying before, that could bite me in the bum. South wall, we've got JMK, Lord Vader, Finn, and Mace. I get the feeling Ithano will be at the back. Yeah, Lord Vader's here. So JMK. Wow, they've gone very heavy. I don't know if Reva can deal with that. Because I'll be honest, right, I was not anticipating anyone placing JMK Ezra in 5s. Simply because I thought it might be more easily beatable. I don't know if it is or not, but I had that impression that it would be a little bit more open in 5s with, you know, extra units available. But yeah, that's a little bit concerning. Let's see if anything's been written on here so far. All right, hang on. Uno momento. Yeah, that one. Maybe? I don't know which one it's just tried. That's a more recent one, so let's go with that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask for a password reset. Right, bear with me a minute. Does anyone else ever have a moment where it feels like the world is going entirely slow around you? I'm just looking at this and thinking, can we please just pick up the pace a little bit? Just a little bit. But I'm a very impatient person. I am on record with that. I know I am. Okay. There we go. We're all sorted. Okay. Funny how some things happen and then... Well, they happen at random times. Let's leave it at that. Okay, so what was I actually doing here? That was it. I was looking for JMK. So... Jedi Master Kenobi. Kat, Ahsoka, Padme, and Ezra. So Leia's been beating it at 61%. That's kind of interesting. What about with the 9th Sister Cron? No records of it, I'm assuming. Because that hasn't got 9 Sister in, so... I almost feel like I need to do that to have any chance of win this round. I don't know anything else that would win that. Let me just do another check to make sure, but... I'm going to make this full screen a second. Let's put them in again. So it's... Hey, up darts, how you doing, man? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make sure it does classify Ezra. Well, not Ezra, a hermit. Okay, so I haven't got that. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. I haven't got a Slacker available. I haven't got Baylan. Queen's 80%. That is interesting. But I was saying that I haven't got the support cron, so yeah, that's moot. Yeah, I feel like I've been fenced into a corner here. Interesting that little Vader beat it. Even if it's only one sample size. All right. Let's give it a go. It could go absolutely horrendously, but we're sciencing. Ninth Sister Cron. Let's just see if we can get someone out so that it's a cleanup. And all got foresight. Yep. Oh, she's death marked, right. I was wondering what was going on then. Okay, one down. I don't mind that. Pound the ground. Okay, all gone. Let's just pound a cat now. And again. Ooh. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Can I do that? Yeah, foresight on Grand. Yeah, this is getting awkward, but oh. That is beautiful. Yeah. I mean, he can't be death marked, but this looks like we're good. Okay, so if this has done anything, it's told me this is what Crimson's got to do this season. Just keep Reva on offense for things like this. You know what? I will do that in case we can daze. Lovely. Yeah, JMK's going to be annoying here, isn't he? He's going to be like, I've got a million buffs. Go on. Yeah, I think that could be a valid claim, to be honest. I mean, I used Ufus on my main, and it was after I was going to do Phoenix, and I'm like, should I? And I backed out of it, and I'm glad I did, because I didn't need it in the end, but it's one of those where you're holding back in case you need a counter for another wall. All right, can we just heal up where we can? There we go. 73. That was the start we needed. Sadly, we have lost a counter up there, but we'll have to work around it. So, 73. All right, what we're doing now? Bo-Katan on Lil Vader. We said Malgus for Mace. Did put C for Finn. Got a Scav Raycron. I am actually sick of that Scav Raycron. I feel like I'm seeing it every time, and I'm like, I don't want to use something big on you. I'm glad I've got it on my main now. I'm trying to think what I used on my main, actually. Oh, it was Baylan. I used Baylan on my main, so that's a no-no. Thea's got to do Rey. I am almost certain we're going to see Athano Pirates at the back. That just seems like what this guy would do. A bit like, aha, you weren't expecting these, were you? And I'm like, yeah, I was. So maybe we do one prawn saw and maybe Jabba that. Have we got Jabba on offense? Cool, so we've got Jabba on offense. So we've got JML as a flex as well. So we're not short on options. It's just D feels really, really overkill for a Finn. But saying that, it's not even... I'm looking at the Finn and I'm like, well, it is Scav Rey, so I'm wondering if it's underkill. Do I take Jabba for that? Or even JML? Let's double check the cron, what it's actually giving. Okay, so it's not turn me, so that's helpful, although it is stun. I really wish there was a bot that would, like, you could put in an ally code, so this guy's, and it would spit out the speeds and the turn orders and everything for you so that you didn't have to guesstimate everything. 348, so that's 383. 380, yeah, 383. Bloody hell. I mean, C would still go first, and we could put linked on Scav Rey. That might work. Take Set and a bunch of other tanky things. I mean, arguably, I could do Bane. If we think it's Athano, JML could do that at the back. I don't really know what's beating Athano besides AML right now. I feel like that is bad that I only know a Galactic Legend counters it. I mean, it's good for pirates, but it's bad for my knowledge of what's working. Maybe gas or something's doing it. Things I don't have on offense. Right, let's get Malgus in here. Let's start thinking these things through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I was weighing up if I could afford to do Malak with Bane, but I think that's why I ended up saying we may as well Bane with C. We'll go with that. Nothing I've seen says Night Sisters are going to be needed, so I feel, or at least OG Night Sisters, so I feel like I can afford to stick with what I've been doing. Alright, so they've all got DI, so I might as well just fear them a bit. Save the leap. Alright, smack Temple Guard. They can be feared. Well, there's no tenacity up, let's say that. Right, Shock's alright. Granny's got a gun. Hip 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 hooray. Alright, Fear's nice. We pop that on Mace. I really don't want to hit the Granny. There we go. I wanted to do the leap first. And healing immunity? Yep. Let's duck all the same. And we'll do that. She's going to throw the rifle. Oh, no, she didn't throw the rifle. Okay. All right, I thought that needed a certain debuff on her head. I can't remember which one, but I thought that to be a status effect and she hadn't got any. Alright, so it's taken nearly 2 minutes to get Granny out, so now we got to deal with these four. That's Scottish if you want to call a Granny new. 4 minutes to take out Granny new. Basic? Alright, fair enough. Oh, how rude. I come in for a quick clean kill and you're like, no, I'm just going to evade that. EMF. Go on, do that. Duck. I always think a tank isn't doing a great job if it's the last one standing. Alright, I was going full auto, but I think can we stall just a touch and get some banners back? There we go, 65 that should be. Okay, let's go for C Bane. This feels like massive overkill, but I think the argument is why not? Right, so drain. Right, it actually wasn't great that, but we can do that. And we can hit the one that will actually hurt us. Let's go for Arfen. Just hang in there, Bane. Hang in there. Ooh. He's not got long, has he? Can we get Poe out? Lovely. 67. That's actually decent considering how that was looking. And then here, we get the Mandos in. I was gonna say, all right, everyone, chill. I kind of want to stall anyway because I won't wait for Bam to poop. Three turns. I'm hoping we're okay. Islander potentially could have been better. All right, it's healing immunity anyway, so that's one thing. Go on, cool bow. Oof. Okay, we lost OG bow. What is the level 6? Okay. Let's put this on IG. Hang in there, man. Okay, you're not hanging in. Okay, let's just keep going for Lord Vader. We need game out. Ooh, okay. Yeah, just go all in. Bam, can you step in? Not looking hot. All right. We're on our own here. Oh, we got Lord Vader out. Okay. Worst case, a cleanup should be possible. Yeah, we lose Bam. Yeah, I can't believe we got Lord Vader out, but these lot are going to kill us. I mean, as drops go, I'm not happy with it, but at least it is manageable. Trying to think with what, but it's only 3 clones. Has anyone ever had to clean this up? Be nice to have some insight. So, CX. Actually, let's put the proper team in, otherwise it'll get confused. So, Lord Vader. Leader's dead. I mean, I like that Shaak batch could do it. Looks like 2 of the batch are on defense, though. Like I said, there's got to be something really crap that we can use. Maybe DTMG? Yeah, my DTMG is just so bad. Maybe Imps. If they can get over that initial bump. Grievous. They certainly take turns. Oh, I'm Grievous on defense. I think I got it in my head he might have gone to offense, but no, he's still on defense. The initial preload, that's going to be rough here, isn't it? I wonder if we could afford to put Iden in, just for a cleanse. She isn't quick, though, that's the issue. By the time she... Maybe Shaak, then? Maybe Shaak could be here for a cleanse. Yeah, 288. She isn't super fast, but... She might be fast enough to get a turn in. All right, Pierre goes. I actually want DCT out, even if it's a bit wild. Okay, so Have a few counters. I would like to have done the AoE there, but the Retribution's just scary for Dark. Yeah, they've got days, so I can afford to do it now. There we go. 40 banners. All right, it's a 2-shot. I think we got 67, was it for that? I'm out somewhere. It must have been... I'm just going to put 38 there, but somewhere my numbers have gone wrong. Oh, no. I was right. 40... 42? Yeah, either way, some of my numbers must have been wrong, but... Oh, well. So we've got a Jabber and a Gas. And Grievous, alright. He didn't put Ithana down. Alright, I'll always back CLS in that situation. And even though I've failed with Night Sisters in the past, I feel like that's worth giving a go. And then Adrad that. Let's see how that goes first, actually. I know we got Wampa, but I really kind of need Wampa for Saw. Okay, so we're going to put a squishy spirit in with these. And we're just going to hope and pray to God that they go for the right one. Not that one. Okay, Asajj was not the right one either. Can we please go for that green one, and especially Talzin? Wrong one again. They're insistent. Oh, okay. So permakill, lovely. I'm glad I bought Sarge back because we need a cleanse. Okay, that's fine. Okay, again, not the way I want to play this, but let's just see if we can do something with it. Again, not what I wanted to do, but we got 2 up and down. Also, this... I was going to say, this is crazy. How we're not landing a single debuff. I'm actually thinking, let's just go for a 2-shot here where we can try and get Bush out. That's why I'm just focusing on Plague. I think let's just... Yeah. Instant defeat immunity? Yeah, okay. Oh, great. I've just realized Jabba did that. Okay. Maybe we can work at it again, but I'm sure he gets his ult charged quicker and it's going to get messier. Okay. Can I just say I'm annoyed that this guy essentially put an anti-Night Sister counter down. Like, it wasn't even an anti-Wampa counter, it was an anti-Night Sister counter. Hang on, you should be able to go for Marin. Cheeky git. She was onto that magic stealth ability. She shouldn't be targetable. Maybe she wasn't and she looked like she was, but either way, there's something weird there. Right, I'm just trying to get Boosh with Splash here. I know it's not the best strategy, but... Ironically, these are the two I want on the board. Yeah, okay. Well, that was irritating. Yeah, 100% tenacity via that Datacron. What's the full tenacity? 302%, no wonder he wasn't taking a debuff. I'd imagine, Sop, I'd imagine. Alright, I'm gonna have to come back to that in a minute, because I need to see if I can find a way through this saw without... Yeah. I feel like Wampa needs to go there. Maybe Trey could do that. I've got JML flex. Alright. Let's work on these. All right, Hodacron, thank you. I just genuinely can't believe the amount of tenacity on that Chrysanthemum. That was absolute filth. It reminds me of when I had an old Daka mod that had 300% defense. That felt filthy to me. Just different stats. Just realised they haven't put Red Trooper in here. They've gone for double tank. A little bit unusual. Okay, so Dre goes. Pass that to the Canobster. And let's go ult. Blacker goes. Hold on to your fingers and toes. There she goes. Yeah, let's just get the A tank out. All right, nice. Why not? Pass that to Canobster. Bit of a waste of a basic, but why not? Yeah, ability block would be nice. That there. Lovely. 65. All right, let's see if Cere can do this. I have not tried Cere here, so it's not something I have no idea if it works or not, but let's give it a go. All right, let's start with the basic. Out of turn attacks, this should get weaker. All right, one down. Be nice if they're all that easy. I don't see any point in isolating the summon. Maybe I'm being a bit naive, but just feels like a waste. I suppose it's for decreased cooldowns on our side. Right, that buff immunity feels a bit messy, I won't lie. Right, resummon. Might as well just stick at it for a minute. Go on. Suck, suck, suck. Okay. Let's isolate there and put that on Nihilus. Bring down the pain. And yeah, let's just get rid of Saul. Yeah, Luthen's doing a lot of hand waving there. Don't think it was very useful. Alright, it's nice to know Cere can do this because as much as I don't want to be in a situation where I need to do this battle, if anything, I feel like Cere usually has other uses. It's good to know she can handle it. Right, so Qui-Gon, what did I say? That Jabba. 63, that wants it. Let's do Rey first. Let's get the Ufus out. Well, bring out the Ufus, I should say. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4 scans. I've been trying to roll some more crons here as well, so hopefully I have more choice next week. I wish I hadn't used that Starkiller Dispel now. $71 stacks. I think that's enough to send that way. Ooh, okay. Let's just do that, I guess. Let's do that. I know it might not help in the grand scheme, but it might help a little. Yeah, I'm struggling to get anything on Rey. I can't get rid of the Inspired. Oh, okay. Yeah, that didn't help. All right, rocks again. Right, dispel what we can. Stun who we can. Okay, we're still standing. Debuff them. Oh, okay. Rey's going to be offensive. We could lose someone here. Shields up. All right, that is the best case it could have been. GK with 100% health worries me less than Rey with 100% health. I say not 100% health, sorry, 100% turn meter and offense. All right, 59 banners. I'll take that. It is a one shot again. Okay. So we can afford to use Jabba here. I can't see wanting to use Jabba on any of those, so yeah, let's Jabba this. Right, maybe we just take it off that a minute. All right, blind on Anakin feels very important. Because if he's landing buff immunity, I'm dead. Okay, I may have misjudged this as a solo. I'm just going to put that out there. All right. I think if I can get to the point that Anakin's out, I'll feel a lot more comfortable. I'm not even throwing it. I'm throwing it more just to get it away from the foresight of Anakin, even though he keeps bloody getting it back. Yeah, we're out. All right. That was greedy. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, GMY, that I should have kept for something like that. All right, that was dopey. We've got some trench stuff. Let's use that. That should be okay here. We go 1, 2, 3. DTMG? Go on, we'll do that. Oh, hang on, say that. My DTMG is really terrible. Go on, we'll give it a go. Yeah, we gotta go for him. All right, well, we're standing for now, but okay, oof. Yeah, DTMG's down. Yep. No surprises there. Alright, we'll have to take a lumps that. You ever feel like a round's just fading away? Zam and Dengar, why not? Oh man, that's unlucky. I keep seeing appearances of little bugs like that, and I'm like, I wouldn't mind. It feels like they've gone on my, you know, in terms of I haven't seen them myself, you know, so it's like, I just count myself lucky that I'm not seeing them, you know, because obviously that would wreck me, but genuinely, I don't know what CG can do. It feels like they need to implement something where you can report bugs when they've happened so that they can check your game log or something. Feels like there's something they could do, you know? By the way, what were the odds that Yoda would be slimy and hide like that? Oh, if you've only got a little bit to clean up, that's not too bad then, is it? I mean, it's not ideal because it's a drop, but it could have been worse. I didn't realise Kelleran's was a saviour. Well, I say saviour, like an insta-kill point saviour. I mean, I hear stuff like that, and it takes me back to when BlueStacks was the primary way of playing the game on here, and I used to hate it for that reason. You always felt like you were at the mercy of the emulator. I'm so glad that the client's here now for that reason, but it's a shame when there's still issues like that. You know, you just want it to be reliable. All I can say, by the way, here is I really am glad I didn't underman it. Yeah, I have had the no button bug happen to me on the PC client. Or I think I have anyway. I know, I've definitely seen it. That's another annoying thing. How the hell is Yoda stealing the stealth when Dengar should be preventing it? I thought that was Dengar's old shtick. He stops people from stealthing. Yeah, while Dengar is stealth, enemies can't stealth. So what the hell is Yoda doing? Also, it's a tablet issue, is that? I mean, that is bad. You know, that's the bread and butter of the game, so it shouldn't be happening on there. I mean, it shouldn't happen anywhere, but, you know, it shouldn't be happening more so. All right, let's see if this works. Right, Boba down. All right, at least that one. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to use JML here. Got it. Pass that to JML. Let's just daze him. Stun the sides. Pass that to Cal. I know Cal's probably going to be dealing protection under health, so trying to deal damage under protection. So, yeah, that's great. That is fine. All right, come on. Let's knock Gassy Baby down. That's a turn early, isn't it? All right, let's do that. Pass that back to Knight Luke. Alright, this should be bye-bye gas. Stun these two. Can I just point out, by the way, I'm a really bad judge of time. Before this stream started, I said to my mum, right, I'm going to start early today. I'm going to try and get everything done so that I can be done for, say, 5. And you guys haven't got the time on the screen as you have in the past, but it is 5:45 just gone. So, yeah, I don't blame my mum if she's cursing me. Okay, what do we do to clean this up nice and efficiently? For memes, I'd love to do Ewoks, but I haven't got them available. So I think we just go Adrad, play it safe. It's a little frustrating this as well because I feel like I'm going to lose this round, and I can't blame myself. I can't do anything but blame myself because I made some silly mistakes. I need to cut it out for next week, otherwise I'm going to end up dropping in Kyber 3 on this one. And considering my GL deficit, that's probably not the worst call because it's like, you know, I'm punching up all the time. What do you expect? But the fact I've been in Kyber 2 for that long on at least one of my 2 accounts, if not both, it's like, you don't want to draw. Okay. Yeah, we might we might need a revive or two, Jinn. Yeah, get rid of that. Pass that to Cassian. Right. Something tells me we may have to just take what we can get here. Oh, it's a Sorticron, right? I was wondering what that was. I thought we've had a droid set recently, and I thought it expired. All right, bad banners, but we'll take. Right, I haven't been tracking here, so we might as well just go in now. I saw a finalizer here, so what else have we got? GG Malevolence, right? So I'm gonna go with my tried and trusted here. So. Resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take the point that we could leave the X-Wing out, but I'm like, if I've not put 6Es on my main, chances are I haven't on my free-to-play. By the way, that is a very, very squishy hyena. 4-star hyena. This guy's definitely spent some money to catch up. I mean, I'm not judging, but just factually, he has had to, surely. In Kyber 2, I shouldn't be seeing health bars like that. I'm not being disrespectful, it's just not the done thing. Like, you kind of... I was expecting Rose to one-shot there, and that shouldn't be happening, you know what I mean? Alright, comeuppance. I'm not wasting a big hit on a hyena, so I can go for Sunfac. Yeah. 73. And then we do Chimaera here. Get the counter. Bring in Defender. Done. Yep, Scythe always takes the hit. We do an ability block. They take a load of buffs on. There's a wiggle. We steal. I feel like if I don't get a Grand Arena where I can go through this entire thing, it feels like I've missed something. All right, 73. Yep. And then for this, we'll just do a 3-man prof. So my score, I'm guessing, is in the 1700s. I've just got to hope this guy doesn't clear. But how much they've spent, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted to try and push up, so they'll probably try and clear. First question is if they've got the means. I assume they want to Bane Malak my Blacker. So if that fails, then they could be in for a bit of trouble. All right, 77 now. Final score 1773. Yeah, definitely filed that under. Could have done better. Like before, I'm just going to put this on Watchbot so I can keep an eye if this guy turns up or not. If you're interested, you can check my Discord. It will be in there, I think. Or I can definitely make sure it will be. There we go. So, with that done, let's just mark this as complete. Get a bit of progress on the episode track, including the nom. And yeah, it's clocking off time, folks. So, let's go here. Okay, so, interesting set of Grand Arenas. I think that'd be safe to say. I'm surprised it's taken that long to do that. Hopefully it comes back. I don't like being in the dark. Seems to be having a bit of a problem. Okay. All right, I'm in the dark, apparently. Apparently, it doesn't want to show anything. So, yeah, I'm going to go before my stream breaks anymore. Thank you very much, Rayrock. Fingers crossed, eh? I mean, I feel like this week I've been solid, if not spectacular. And the thing is, you kind of need to be spectacular to win a lot of the time. So I think if I do lose, I can't complain. But it is hoping we can pick it up, eh? Right, RSG's on. Let's go there. Let's start the raid. All right. So, yeah, I should be back now. Getting my days right, Thursday. So hopefully I'll see you all then. Until then, have a good rest of your week. Goodbye for now.